everyone, it's Liz Justice here from the Personal Development Network. I'm here to talk to you today about step 2 of 3 in finding joy. As you recall, the first step is stop complaining, so remove the negativity out of your life. The second step is to add positivity in your life, and that is through gratitude, and then we'll talk about the third step later, which is to love everyone. So step 2, add gratitude. This is one of those things that when you are down in the dumps and you're overly negative, you get kind of stuck in a negative pattern and you think, what do I have to be grateful for? So for some people, this is a really difficult step, and it might mean that you are going to start with being grateful for the heart you have in your body. And then as you start to practice this on a regular basis, you will become better at recognizing the things you're grateful for. A big mistake that a lot of people make is thinking I have to have something monumental to be grateful for. Yes, I am super grateful for my kids, for my family, for my house, for all the good fortune I've had in my life. There's just, I have so much to be grateful for, and it's one of those things where, like when I was 17, maybe I wouldn't have thought of anything to list out to be grateful for if I thought that I had to list out only large items, and maybe I was comparing to somebody I wanted to be like and look at all they have and those big, big house, nice cars, all that stuff. And so then I think I don't have anything to be grateful for. But that's a mistake, because joy comes to you in the little things just as much as it does the big things. Whatever makes you happy, there's not really that big of a scale. Everything is fleeting. Joy is fleeting. So enjoy the little things just as much as you enjoy the big things. You're grateful for your family, but you're grateful for each individual moment with your family. So you can take those moments with your family and itemize those as things to be grateful for. And if you don't have a family, you still have plenty to be grateful for. Anything that might bring a smile to your face can be one of mine. I saw an old man carrying flowers, and he just looked really sweet, and I thought, wow, that made me really happy just to witness that. And so that went down on my list of things to be grateful for. So take the time to every day list out at least 3 things you're grateful for. It's really better to carry a list with you, and kind of just anytime you see something or anything comes to you, you write it down, and that really helps you get in the habit. I got this practice from the book 10,000 Gifts. I'm sorry, I'm totally spacing on who the author is right now, but it's about a woman who goes through tragedy as a childhood, witnessing her 2-year-old sister die. Very, very sad beginning to a book, probably the most sad I've ever read. But she's able to find joy when somebody challenges her to write down 10,000 gifts she's received from God. And so she starts to notice these little things as she's going along. So, I'd always looked at things to be grateful for, but then after reading this book, I really expanded my my list to include the little things. I'm not going around the Thanksgiving table saying, oh, I'm grateful for my family. No, every single day I'm going to every single morning I'm going to list out at least 3 things that I'm grateful for. And one of those things, yesterday morning, the floor in my living room had just a whole bunch of toys on it, and this is what I woke up to. And I looked at that and I said, this is evidence of happy kids playing, and I just listed that as something to be grateful for. That's not always going to be something I'm grateful for, but I took that opportunity to say I'm grateful for that. Another example I had was I was going to work, and my toddler gave me a hug, and she wrapped me up, and she was eating chocolate oatmeal, so she ended up leaving a small chocolate oatmeal stain on my sleeve. And when I was in the bathroom later that day at work, I saw a little stain, that little stain that she had left there, and it just warmed my heart. So I wrote down stains from toddler hugs as something that I'm grateful for. So writing down these things, the more you write them down, the more little things you'll notice, and the more of a positive frame of mind that's going to put you in. So the more frequently you do it, the more ingrained it gets in you, and the more you kind of rewire your brain to be in a positive state of mind. So again, step 1, remove the negative. Step 2, replace it with positive. By the way, these don't have to be done separately. You can start doing them at the same time. I just am filming them separately because to me these are the 3 key steps to finding joy. This is anytime my joy meter's going down, I revisit and say, where am I going wrong with these 3 things? So you don't have to do them separately. Another thing is, if you are always looking at how you don't have enough to make you happy, or you're comparing yourselves to the Joneses and saying they're happy and I'm not going to be happy until I can have as much as they have, chances are that when you get to that much, that you are going to still be looking at what you're lacking in life. So because your brain is wired to look at what is missing, and so it's really important to wire your brain, make those strong neural pathways towards positive energies, and do that by looking for things that you're grateful for. And if you want some starters, I look at favorite songs that I hear, or one of the things I had is like when a song comes on the radio and it was just so well timed to be like related to what's going on in your life right now. Another thing I have listed down is the first knife cut into a fresh jar of creamy peanut butter. I like crunchy peanut butter too, but I don't know, there's something better about disturbing the creamy peanut butter versus the crunchy peanut butter. And then, like I said, the toys on the floor, the memories, the stains left on my shirt from a toddler hug. So remember, you can look at things that are maybe traditionally you would look at in a negative light and spin it and think there could be something positive related to this. So but again, the more practiced you are at looking for things to be grateful for and recording your gratitudes, the easier it will be for you to find things to be grateful for, which in turn leads to more joy, because every piece of gratitude, you write it down, you feel it, you look back at it later if you're feeling down, and then when you're looking back at it later, you have to stop, close your eyes, feel what you felt that made you put that down, and then you'll feel that sense of joy, that spirit lifting up, and you'll see that this is a great practice, and you can get out of the habit, and it's easy to recognize your change in attitude once you get out of the habit. So it doesn't take any time from your life, from your day, so you may as well just grab a gratitude app and start recording things you're grateful for, or bring a notebook around with you if you're old school. I do the old school way of writing it down in a notebook. So, all right, so that was step 2. Give it a try and let me know what you think. And remember to subscribe if you want to see more. All right, thanks guys. Have a good one.